Hi guys, welcome back. In today's tutorial I'll be making the beautiful crochets bonnet or hair cover or lock scarf or head warmer, whatever you choose to call that, in this tutorial or in this video. And these are the materials I will be using. This is a simile hook yarn. This is a 5-ply male cotton yarn, and these are the weights. As you can see, it's a 50-gram plus 5-gram weight yarn, and this is the recommended crochet hook you should be using with the yarn. This is actually from a Nigerian vendor, and I'm so impressed because if you feel the texture of this yarn, it's so soft and very smooth. So yeah, I will recommend you get one. So these are their handles in case you need to get one. These are their handles. This is their handles on Instagram, and this is the phone number you can call. But I got this from my vendor around my area here. So these are the materials. This is the yarn I will be using, and I will be needing a 4.5 millimeter hook. Let me see how this can focus. A 4.5 millimeter hook as already recommended in the yarn here, or on the yarn here. 4.5 millimeter hook. I will need a cutter. So let's get right into the video. I will be using just one strand for this tutorial because this is like a 5-ply weight. This is like a 5-ply cotton yarn, so there will be no need to double yarn. This is a heavyweight yarn, so I will use just one strand. And to begin, I'm just going to start by creating a slip knot, and I will chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4 here, and then go into the very first stitch here with a slip knot to create a magic circle. So for the next row, which was going to be at the very first row, I'm going to be chaining 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'll go into the magic circle space here with 15 double crochet, actually 14, because this chain 3 stitch here or chain here counts as 1 stitch. So I'm going to go in with 14 more to give me a total of 15 stitch. So you're going to do that for the total of 15 times into the circle here. So this is a total of 15 row. I'm just going to go into the very first stitch here with a slip knot, a slip stitch rather, it's a slip stitch to end. So I've literally ended our first row. For our second row, I'm going to go around with 2 double crochet in every space. So I'm going to start by chaining 3, and I'll go into the very first stitch here, the space here, with 2 double crochet, go into that same space with another double crochet. So 2 double crochet in the very first stitch. So I'm going to go into the next with 2 double crochet. At the end of this row, you should have a total of 30 stitch. So 2 double crochet in every stitch all the way around. So you're going to be 2 double crocheting all the way till you get to this point. To end this row, I'm just going to go into the very first stitch here. I chain 3 stitch with a slip stitch to end. So I've successfully ended the second row. For the third row, I'm going to be starting our mesh stitch. You know, we are actually working with a mesh stitch. So to begin that, I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The extra one chain here is going to count as a chain 1. So moving on to the next stitch here, I'm going to go in with 2 double crochet. 1, and I'm going to chain 1 and go into the very stitch, that same stitch with an extra double crochet. So this is what it should look like. So I'm going to chain 1 and skip one stitch here, skip the stitch and move into the next stitch here with 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip one stitch, move into the next with 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip one stitch, move into the next with 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. So basically that's what you're going to be doing for the third row all the way till you get to this point. Chain 1, skip 1, go into the next with 2 double crochet, chain 1, so I'm at the end of the third row. So for our fourth row, we are going to go around with 1 double crochet in every space. So to begin the fourth row, I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the next stitch here, I'm going to place 1 double crochet, chain 1, go into the next stitch here with 1 double crochet, chain 1, go into the next stitch with 1 double crochet. So just 1 double crochet, chain 1 in every stitch all the way around. So 1 double crochet all the way around till you get to this point. So I'm done with the fourth row. This is our fourth row. I'm just going to go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to the end. So I've ended the fourth row. To begin our fifth row, this is going to be our very first row of increase for this tutorial. So to begin this, I'm going to start by chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like so, and then I'll move into the very next stitch here with 2 double crochet, 1, chain 1, go into the very stitch again with 1 more double crochet to make it 2. So this is our very first stitch of increase. So moving into the next stitch here, I'm going to chain 1 and place 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Moving to the next stitch here with 2 double crochet, chain 1, go in here with 2 double crochet, 1, chain 1, go in, So this is what we are going to be doing for the next row, which is our 5th row. So I will chain 1, go into the next stitch here with 1 double crochet, chain 1, go into the next with 2 double crochet. So we are doing 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet for our row 5. So this is what the rule is about. You're going to do all of this all the way till you get to this point. So I'm done with the 5th row. So this is the end of the 5th row. So I'm just going to go in, chain 1, go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. So for our 6th row, this is going to be a no increase row. So all we are going to do is we are going to be repeating row 4 in the 6th row. So we are going to start by chaining 4, moving to the next stitch with 1 double crochet, chain 1, go into the next stitch here with 1 double crochet, chain 1, go into the next stitch with 1 double crochet, so basically that's all you're going to be doing for this row. This is our no increase row. Row 5 is our increase row, row 6 is a no increase row. So we are going to be doing 1 row of increase and 1 row of no increase basically. So you're going to repeat the row, the same pattern, 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around till you get to this point. So I'm at the end of row 6. So I'm just going to chain 1. I'm going to the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. So for row 7 is going to be our 2nd row of increase. Remember row 5 was our 1st row of increase. Row 7 is going to be our 2nd row of increase. So to get that done, I'm going to start by chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll go into the very first stitch here with 2 double crochets. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. So for this row 7, this is our 2nd row of increase. Is going to be slightly different from the 1st row. Remember in our 1st row we did 1 stitch of increase, in the next stitch 1 double crochet, increase, no increase, increase, no increase. So we did 2 double crochet in 1 stitch, and in the next stitch 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, and in the next stitch 1 double crochet. In this row 7, this is our 2nd row of increase. We are going to be doing 2 double crochet in 1 stitch, and the next 2 stitch 1 double crochet each. So this is what I mean. 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitch, 1 double crochet. So 2 double crochet in the next increase, 2 double crochet in the next increase, 2 double crochet in the next increase. So basically that's what you're going to be doing all the way around till you get to the point here. So I'm at the end of the 7th row. I'm just going to chain 1 and go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. So for our 8th row, what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat row 6, which is just going around with 1 double crochet in every stitch. So what we are doing is 1 row of increase and 1 row of normal. So I'll start by chaining 4 and I will double crochet in every stitch across the row. So basically we are just going to 1 double crochet all the way around till we get to the end of the row. So I'm at the end of the 8th row and this is what it should look like. So I'm just going to chain 1 and go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. So basically we have a circle right now. So what we are going to do now, we are going to try to see how we can curve our bonnets. So this row is going to be, the 7th row is going to be our last increase row. But if you want a bigger bonnet, all you just have to do is you keep placing an increase after every 1 row of no increase. Okay, let's say for instance you want a bigger bonnet. After this 8th row, which is a no increase row, I'm going to go in with an increase row. But this time around I'm going to do 3 stitch of no increase, and in the 4th stitch I'm going to be placing an increase. Remember our first row of increase was 1 stitch of increase and in the next stitch no increase, 1 stitch of increase and in the next stitch no increase, 1 stitch of increase and in the next stitch no increase. And in our 2nd row of increase I did 1 stitch of increase and the next 2 stitch no increase, 1 stitch of increase and the next 2 stitch no increase. So if you're going to be placing an extra increase, all you have to do is 1 stitch of increase and in the next 3 stitch no increase, 1 stitch of increase and in the next 3 stitch rather no increase. And if you're going to do that for as many rows as you want, as you keep going you keep increasing the no increase stitch. So basically that's all there is for this. So just keep increasing if you want it bigger, but if you want it smaller or you don't want it too big, then you can just stick to my the rules I'm working with and the patterns I'm using to work. So basically that's for that. So to give as you can see, like I said, we have a circle here right now. So to make a bonnet, to curve a bonnet, to give you that bonnet like shape, all I have to do is I have to go around the heart with one double crochet in every stitch for the next 10 rows. Let's see how that will turn out. So we are just going to chain 4 and go into each stitch with one double crochet. Remember, we are not going to be placing an increase anymore, so we are just going to one double crochet in every stitch in the next 10 row, or for the next 10 row. So we're just going to one double crochet in every stitch all the way around for the next 10 row. I will meet you at the 10th row. So we did 8 rows already, so we are going to be adding an extra 10. That's what I mean. So I'll meet you at the 10th row, and that is going to be our 18th stitch, sorry, our 18th row. So I'll meet you at the 18th row. So just keep double crocheting in every space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 in every stitch for the next 18th row, an extra 10 row. So I'll meet you when I am done with my so this is what my bonnet looks like after 18 rows. Remember I said I added 10 more rows to the 8 rows we did, and this is 18 rows. This is what it looks like. So this is my size. This was a perfect fit for me, and I did a total of 18 rows, but you can do more if you want it bigger, you want it longer. It depends on what you feel fits you perfectly, but this numbers of rows is actually okay for me, so I am actually okay with this. So I will just stick to these numbers of rows, 18 rows. So the next thing is working on our edge, which is the ruffle in front. And to do that, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will go into the very first stitch here with 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 double crochet in that space. Move into the chain 1 space here with 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Move into the next stitch here with 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Move into the chain 1 with 3 double crochet. So basically that's all we are going to do for the edge, the ruffle part of the project. So 3 double crochet in every stitch and in every chain 1 space. 3 double crochet in every stitch and in every chain 1 space. 2 and 3. Moving to the next. 1, 2 and 3. Move into the stitch here. So this is what you're going to do all the way around till you get to this point. 3 double crochet in every stitch and in every chain 1 space. So you're going to do that all the way around till you get to this point. So I'm at the end of our ruffle, our ruffle part of the bonnet. So I'm just going to go into the very first stitch here with a slip stitch to end the row. I will chain one, pull, two cuts. So basically this ruffle part depends on how ruffled you want your bonnet to be, but I don't want mine to be too busy, so I just stick to one row. But if you want yours to be very full, like busy ruffle, you can just go in with an extra row, like one double crochet in every stitch all the way across to give you that bold ruffle and all. But mine is okay because we are going to go round these we are going to go around the hearts with elastic thread. So by the time we are done with that, it's going to come together and the ruffle is going to make sense. But if you're going to still want like a full ruffle, you can just go around with one double crochet all the way around again to give you like a very thick and bold ruffle. But this is okay for me. One row of ruffle is okay for me. For the next part of this, which is the last part of this tutorial, I'll be using an elastic thread to go around to give our bonnet a grip, because at this point it's just open and this won't sit on your head without falling. So to give our hair bonnet a grip, I'm going to be going with this elastic thread. So to do that, I'm going to be doubling our thread like this. As you can see, it's doubled. I fold it into two, and I'm going to be working from behind on the upper parts of the chain here where our ruffle is connected to. So I'm working on behind, like, and I will not be taking from behind like this. I will just pick few yarns from each stitch just like this, in a way that it's not going to show from this other side of the ruffle. So I'm just going to pick it that way and then go in with our elastic just like this, and then I'll be working on each stitch all the way around. So I will go in here, pick in a way that's not going to show on this other side here. Okay, let me do that in a way that is not going to show on this other side here. So I'm just going to pick some yarns from the stitch here, and then I will slip stitch. So we are working with a slip stitch here. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing all the way around. Pick few, I don't know how to call this, if I should call it a loop or few yarns from behind, and slip stitch all the way around. So please, while you're doing this, please just make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the tutorial if this is what you if this tutorial has been helpful and is interesting and it's what you would like to try or try out. Please do well to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It's going to help in the growth of this channel, and it's going to keep me motivated to keep dropping new tutorials every week. Please please thank you for doing that. So this is our elastic. This is what it should look like. Like I said, it's going to come together. See that ruffle is already coming together, and as you can see, it's not showing on the outer part of thread. It's not showing here because we are actually working on the top part of each stitch up here. So you're just going to continue doing that all the way around that stitch till you get to this point where we started from. So I'm at the end of I don't know if I should call this a roll, but this is an elastic roll, and as you can see, this is so stretchy. See, I went round and it's not showing at this other side. See how it looks. So to end this, I'm just going to go into the very first stitch here where we started from. This is where we started from. So I'm just going to go there, pick the elastic where we started from, yarn over, pull, and then slip stitch on the other, chain 1, pull 2 cuts. So we are going to be fastening this as many times as possible, so it will give us a very tight or firm ending, so it will not lose or something. I'm just going to tie this as many times as possible. So this is a bonnet. As you can see, this is what it looks like. See how beautiful it is and how firm the edge is. If this is something you would like to try, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like this video and share, please, so that others can see this tutorial and maybe they'll find it helpful or they'll want to try. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.